So last night I was working on this panel, and it took about 40 minutes to finish it. And whenever I was working on it, I was like, it's not going to be an issue. Like, the way it looks is good. And I just kept on going with it. And whenever I got done with it, I zoomed out. And I noticed the lines were way too close to each other. And whenever I was working on it, I was zooming in and zooming out. But now I'm realizing that the reason I didn't notice that the lines were too close was because it was kind of therapeutic, just like drawing the lines one after the other. And I think it's just because, like, recently, just the past few weeks, I really haven't been working on the manga because I've been watching other YouTube videos and just trying to look at different ideas on what I can do. And it takes a lot of time, not only just watching it, but also like applying it, working on the videos. And whenever I work on videos, like 20-30 minutes can go by super fast. So me spending 2-3 hours working on YouTube takes 2 to 3 hours away from working on the manga. So I've just been trying to learn as fast as I can on YouTube. That way I can just put out videos that I know will get like decent views. So while the videos are out there, I can just work on the manga. Because in my mind, I'm always thinking, like, how can I be the most efficient with my time? And I know that the most efficient way right now would be to upload a video, know that it's doing decent, and then with whatever time I have left in the day, I can just work on the manga. Because right now, if my mindset is that if I put a video out, it's going to do horrible. And if it's doing horrible, then me spending time on, or me working on the manga is like a bad use of my time. Because what's the point of working on the manga and then putting a new chapter out if nobody's going to read it? And I know I do have some people who are constantly replying to whether it's like just comments or videos or messages. And I'm super grateful for that. One thing I always have in the back of my mind too is how can I grow the channel? Because for me to do this for a living, I have to get to a point to where there's some kind of cash flow coming in. And unless it's enough to pay for bills, food, just put in savings, I went blank. Right now I'm parked, I'm looking at traffic. I'm not like actually on the road, I'm like over here by CVS. And yeah, I went a little blank. But what I was getting at is, so I'm trying to get to a point where I can like monetize and just be able to pay for bills and all that, and then just quit my full-time job so I can do this for a living. And it's not one of those things where it's like how fast can I get a lot of money or get rich. It's just more on how can I get to a place where I can just pay for the day-to-day stuff and just all of that. Because if I don't get to that place, then this is gonna stay like just like a side thing or just a hobby thing. And I feel weird calling it a hobby because I spend probably like 30-40 hours working on this on top of a 40-hour job designing websites. So yeah, and that's just the truth. Because I can't do it full time and then not have a full-time job, because then it's like, okay, so how do I pay for rent? How do I pay for food? How do I pay for Wi-Fi? How do I pay for gas and all this? So that's kind of where my mindset is. It's not pretty much where it's like, forget everybody that's like commenting on my stuff right now, and then just like, how can I grow? But it's like being thankful and just talking to, or just like replying to any comments that I get, because I'm super grateful for that. My mindset has never been, how can I just grow? But it's just, just connecting with the people who are willing to just like spare any of their time to watch a video or leave a comment. And also, how can I continue to grow my channel and just share the story that I have, and then just go from there. So that's why it's just been hard to work on manga, because whenever I'm working on a manga panel, in the back of my mind I'm thinking, how did this video do? I can't even talk. How did this video do? How did this one do? And so far, I think the best video I've had, I think I got like 2,000 videos. I can't even talk. 2,000 views, and it got like a pretty good amount of comments. And whenever I saw that, I was like, I was surprised, because before that, most of my videos were getting like 10 to 12 views, and then have one go from 30 to 50 to 80 to 500, and then in the end of it 2,000. I was surprised, and now in my mind I'm thinking, this video that I just posted, how's it doing? And then whenever I look at it, it's like 90 views, 20 views, 100 views, and I'm just trying to figure out like, how can I put out a video that does decent? That way I can just focus on the manga, because my mind gets like super distracted, and it's always thinking of ways to like do something better. So if I'm working on a manga panel, and in the back of my mind I'm like, let me check this video out, and if it does horrible, it really messes with my head, because then I'm like, okay, so what can I do to make it better? And then I'll watch a video or two to kind of just see what worked for them, how can I apply it to my video. And then next thing you know, there's another 20-30 minutes. I wouldn't say wasted, because I'm trying to get better at putting out content on YouTube, but it does take away 20-30 minutes away from working on the manga. So that's why I've honestly just been like super stressed, because I just want to figure out like what kind of videos do decent for me. I know every channel has like different videos that works for them, so I've just been trying to find out what kind of video works for me, and just get to a place where I know that if I post something, it will do decent, and my mind can just focus like 100% on the manga, and that way my channel can grow a little bit slowly at a time, and that way my mind knows that while that channel is growing, I'm working on a new chapter. So whenever I put a new chapter out, I can just connect with the people who already follow me and who already know what I'm like, the story that I have, and just updating them on the story and with what's happening, and I can also share my the manga to new people that are coming. So I think it's win-win, because I can continue that, just have that conversation with people who are following the manga, and then I can also start a new conversation with people who are just coming on to my channel and are learning more about my manga and what I'm doing. So that's where my mind's at. It's constantly switching back and forth from YouTube, the manga, and just other stuff. So I think that's why I just spent 40 minutes working on this background, because honestly I do miss it. Like, if I could, I would just work on the manga. If I knew that, okay, and here's the last thing. If I knew for sure that when I spend all this time on the manga, that's a weird way to phrase it. If I knew that every time I spent all this work on the manga, and I uploaded the manga pages on, I don't know, like Reddit, Instagram, TikTok, like if I knew that all I had to do was post a single video of just one screenshot after the other of the manga chapter, and it would get a lot of views, I would do that, because it'd be super easy, and I can just focus all my time on the manga, and then just post a really simple video on YouTube or wherever. That'd be awesome. But that's not how it works out. So that's why I'm just spending a lot of time on YouTube and just trying to find out different ways to just find a way to where people enjoy the video and they could just follow and learn more about the manga. So that's where my brain's at. My brain's tired. I'm having fun though. My brain just needs a little power nap.